Hey guys, I'm Michael Long, TropicalCoasterGetNow.com. Try not to get too political in the videos we make. I think over the years we haven't really done that. This might seem a little political in the beginning, might sound like a kind of a mini rant, but it does segue into kind of Costa Rica and their views down here. And I think this might be good information, if you didn't know this. Um, I don't really care for the politically correct movement that seems to be sweeping the United States. And actually, what I'm about to say probably isn't very politically correct either, but I don't care. Anyway, yeah, I don't really care for it. I don't really like this whole like, oh, I was fat shamed, or I was this, or you made me feel bad. I don't think it's the right direction to go and to learn and to grow personally. Okay, I don't think words should be banned. I don't think you should become a victim of a word, because somebody said something to you and you're like a victim. I don't really like that. I believe in education at a young age. I believe in teaching, kind of sticks and stones. I believe in I'm rubber, you're glue. I think you should teach a young person that they aren't that word necessarily. You don't have to accept that word. And honestly, I think a little bullying and name calling can definitely build some character, and it really helps you develop some empathy. So I'm all about it. I believe there's a word should be put in. What was the intention of the word? What was the context, the situation that the word was used? So I think there's a whole lot of thing that goes in with the words. Like for instance, I'm not going to walk into a group of people I don't know, let's say black people. I'm not going to go, hey, what's up, nigga? But guess what? I'll say that to one of my friends, and I actually don't care what you think. I don't care. You write whatever you want. I say what I want when I want, because I look at the situation, I look at my environment. Okay, so that's kind of how I do it. Now let's move into Costa Rica, because I think the United States could learn from Costa Rica, and actually we were like this before, but Costa Rica's still like this, and I can tell you they're not politically correct. All right, and I think this is best shown through a quick story. Okay, so my friend here that is from the States, she's female. She knew this guy from here, a Tico, a local. She hadn't seen him in a while, and she had gained a little weight. So when he saw her, after not seeing her for a while, he goes, "Hola, gordita." Now, gordita is kind of like, little fat girl. Now, he didn't say, "Yo, bitch, man, you look like you gained some weight." So there wasn't like this ill, malice toward what he was saying. He was just stating the obvious, and it was true. Was he fat shaming her? No, not really. He was just saying, you got fat, but he didn't say it like that. So now what they do is they can connect adjectives to you. So they'll be like, okay, so if somebody's bigger, they might attach fat, skinny. Like here, skinny is like flaco for a man and flaca for a girl. So they might get, hola flaco, hola skinny, so because you're skinny. So they're saying it. So it can be fat, skinny, black, white, Asian, tall, short. Like me, I'm Poppy. Can't figure that one out. And I'm also macho sometimes. That's more like, because I work out, I guess. So they can attach an adjective to your name, and they're not politically correct. Now, that doesn't mean that if they don't know you and the first interaction is not going to be, hey, what's up, fat person, or what's up, tall person, or this or that. They don't really do that. But once they know you, you can get attached to the adjective. And that's what they will tell you. They don't even know my name. I'm Poppy. The blonde girl over here from Los Angeles is Matcha. That's blonde, like blonde girl. They say those things, and they're just stating the elephant in the room. And if you can't take that, then you'd be like, I can't believe he just called that black girl little negra gordita, like little black fat girl. They do that. They do it, man. I like it because I think it almost makes you feel better. Hey, the elephant in the room is said, it's right there, and they say it. So now it also kind of goes on like a segue, like, or a tied in type of thing, I think it's the same reason that they're cool with breastfeeding. They don't give a rip about breastfeeding because it's the nature of life. They don't care about breastfeeding. You can whip out a tit anywhere you want here and nobody says one thing. I personally think that's great. Also with kind of PDA, I know a lot of people don't like that, public displays of affection, but here they don't care. They want to kiss and make out in the park, man, they'll do it. And the other thing, they're like, hey man, if the boy or the girl has a zit on their forehead, man, they'll be right in there in front of everybody at the park. So I don't know. I think it's cool that they're not that politically correct, and I think the United States might want to back up a little bit on that. So if you're down here and you happen to be called an adjective, don't take it with a grain of salt and for the intent it was meant, because there's almost never malice intended. I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Nigga!